Let me know if you can see my screen. You see my screen, right? So be interactive, okay? Na? So what did you know about SAP? So the important thing is, whoever want to learn, okay, SAP, you want to get into SAP, right? The terminology we should call is SAP, not SAP. Okay. So SAP is the layman use it who don't know anything about the SAP, but so SAP we should call as SAP. Okay. What is that you understood SAP? What purpose we use SAP? Full form. You can tell anyone, even Avish, you can tell, no problem. Anyone
Systems, applications, and products in data processing, sir.
in data processing. Okay. See, to make it simple, right? What is the SAP is? SAP is one technology, we can say. Technology on software. SAP technology. Technology software. Developed by Germany people. German people around 1972. This technology, okay, this programming, this SAP technology or software has been developed by the German. It is not generally if you take 90 or I can say 95% of the softwares, right? You take .NET, Java, right, Python or any of these programming languages or the technologies has come from which country? Which country people developed those technologies or those programming languages? Hello?
United
Who has
States.
developed all those technologies? No, all US only, right? All those are the US. So this is the technology which is not from SAP, from US, from the Germany people. So what purpose of this one is basically it is a industry software. It is a industry software for industry applications. Okay, it is not a like a software or the technology used for any website building, right? All or mobile games or not like that. Okay, this is for day to day in industry for the business process that will be happening. This software, if they adopt, all the departments like sales, finance, materials management, manufacturing, all these areas, and then they can run the best way the business day to day activities. That's the concept of this industry software, industry application. Okay, what type of industries it is applicable is, for example, all these are the different industries. So it is applicable for the manufacturing industries, pharma industries, automotive industries, automobiles, retail industries, banking industries, oil and gas industries, logistics companies, utilities companies, healthcare. For example, this like okay, and which are the clients examples which is using the SAP technologies? These are the different companies. So observe here. So all types of business industries, right? So if you take here, for example, manufacturing, Mercedes. Okay, this one. This is under the category of the manufacturing industries. Okay, these are the different companies. Siemens is one company, Robert Bosch is one company, Caterpillar is one company, ABB is one company. These are the manufacturing companies. In that companies, SAP software, they will be using it. Okay, and if you take automotive, first they started for the automotive industry. All of you know that Germany is very strong in the automobile industry. Every automobile industry will use by they use SAP technology. Hyundai. Right? All automotive industries like BMW, Mercedes, Benz, Toyota, Volkswagen, Hyundai, Volvo, even Volvo also. Even if you take our Indian car manufacturing, so Mahindra, Maruti, all their manufacturing process, all the industries, day to day, the software they use using the SAP. Right? For example, if you take retail and e-commerce, Walmart, Target, Adidas, Nike, all these things. And if you take here, okay, banking and all, you take banking, HSBC Bank for their internal business purpose, they use the SAP technology. Citibank, Dutch Bank, Standard Chartered. Okay, if you take healthcare, so Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson, Novartis, Roche, these are the what do you call? These are the life sciences clients. Okay, oil and gas, Shell. This is oil and gas. Shell, British Petroleum, Exxon Mobil, Chevron. All this they use the SAP technology. Any questions here? What I'm explaining is what is SAP, where the SAP technology is used, for which type of business industries SAP is using. Okay, what is this flow is? The flow is like this. Here are the clients, business industry clients. Okay, example as we discussed here, all these things in the previous step. For example, all this one, BMW, all this one here. What they do is for their business purpose applications to use. Applications means like sales, purchasing, okay, for invoices, all the things they need software. Okay, those things will they want to maintain the SAP technology. What they should do is they should go to SAP company. This is SAP company. SAP company and SAP technology both are same name only. SAP company. So SAP technology. This is not a free software like your Java or Python related like type of softwares. Anybody can go and use it. It is not an open software. It's a licensed software. That license should be purchased by these companies. These companies. So they will purchase from this company, and they will implement the SAP. We call as SAP implementation. Means they will adopt that software into their business process, and that implementation will be done in general like a different service-based companies. We call it service-based companies. So service-based companies are like Accenture. So another 10 minutes only I'll take a theory. Then I'll get into system, SAP system, so that you'll get to what is how it looks SAP. Accenture, IBM, okay, Capgemini, or TCS, okay, or Infosys. So what these clients will do is Infosys. Okay. These clients will give you the SAP projects to these companies, service-based companies. They will take license software. They can also give to this company as well, but their cost is very high. Hence, majority of the clients will go to the different service-based companies. We call as all these Accenture, IBM, Capgemini, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all this we call as service-based companies. Service-based means they will give service to the different clients, different technologies, not only SAP. Like this. Like this. Okay. So you work as a SAP consultant to these people. SAP ABAP consultant. One. Consultant one. SAP. We call as consultant is a terminology. SAP ABAP consultant two. Okay. So you work here. You work here. Observe the arrow direction. I cannot give the arrow again from here to here. Sorry, from here to here. Are you getting point here? That means one person you cannot work for two clients, two companies. Okay, and you work here, SAP ABAP consultant 3. And SAP ABAP consultant 4 here. ABAP consultant, ABAP developer, ABAP programmer or same meaning only, but a good industry terminology is ABAP technical consultant. SAP ABAP consultant 4. So you work like this. How you will be part of these companies. Okay. Sometimes these companies also they will be having their own SAP team. If you work directly with these people, right? So you will be part of product-based company. SAP consultants. Sometimes you will get an opportunity directly to work with as an employee of BMW, as an employee of Mercedes-Benz, as an employee of Toyota, or SAP, or as employee of Toyota, or employee of Volkswagen or Hyundai. It is possible also. Okay, it is more highest, more payment than here, and you can also become here as well. Here also you can work as a ABAP developer if you join into SAP company directly. Okay, this is more payment. I mean, highest packages you will get if you part of the SAP company. You can develop the SAP product, and as well as I said, sometimes you will work in these clients also you can work from the SAP company. Any questions here? Just trying to make you understood what is SAP, what will be you will be doing. Any questions here? So all these companies are having highest SAP practice. Practice means SAP highest number of projects. Even Deloitte also. Now what is ABAP? This is SAP technology. This is ABAP. What is ABAP? What is the full form of ABAP? Advanced Business Application Programming. It is SAP's own programming language. It is useful only within the SAP. It is not useful outside SAP. Okay. And this is the back end programming language for all SAP. There are hundreds of SAP modules are there, like SAP Sales and Distribution. Okay. This is separate module of SAP. For all the related to sales in a company will be taken care in SAP technology with SAP. This is separate module. For that SAP consultants, SD consultants will be there. So this will be taken care by SAP SD consultants. Okay. Backend code is ABAP only. They are linked with ABAP. Okay. Same way, you have one more module, Materials Management. So all the materials management related department will take care of all materials purchasing, storage, rate stock. All the information will be maintained through the SAP software. Within the SAP software, is separate module. They will purchase. Company will purchase from the SAP, and then this will be done with SAP consultant, not you. For every of this activity, there is separate person will be there. SAP consultant. We call it SAP consultant. And like this, you have few more modules. SAP Finance, FICO, Finance and Controlling. So these people will take care of all the finance related activities like billing or invoice, credits, assets, valuation, everything will be taken care by this model people. This also integrated with the ABAP. Integrated means backend is ABAP code only. Whatever you see the screens is ABAP code. He also integrated here, ABAP code. And then one more model, for example, I can take as a PP, production planning. So this model also, the backend is ABAP, and the consultant working here is we call as SAP PP consultant. Here we call as FICO consultant. Consultant. So this all belongs to SAP technology models only. This one also SAP model, and this one also SAP model here. You as a ABAP developer, you are going to work across with all these people. Whatever they need a reports, they need a program, then you are the person who is going to work with them very closely. Okay. And work is A simple flow of work in the SAP projects is, see the work. SAP ABAP developer, you write programs and all. The programming language, SAP ABAP developers, and you work closely with SAP functional consultants, we call. Functional consultant means like SD people, finance people, PP people, like that. There are hundreds of models. And they will work closely to understand the business requirements from the client. Client, business people. So this is a workflow. And the day-to-day, once you join as a SAP developer, you work with these people. So these people will work with this. Any questions here? So entire SAP heart is ABAP. SAP heart is ABAP. Since every screen or we call as application in SAP has been developed by using ABAP programming language. Okay. So what you need to learn ABAP is, you should learn ABAP. Prerequisite is, if you know some basic programming language is good. Anything, it could be C, C++, Java, or anything, it could be okay. Or does not matter, even if you are a non-programming background. Like I see some batch people, they might be having the background with the biotechnology, civil, mechanical, like that, where they will not be having any programming languages in part of graduation. Maybe civil, maybe biotechnology, but does not matter. My understanding or with my experience of teaching so many people, okay, maybe I would have been trained around 1500 to 2000 people approximately by this time across the companies. So whoever has put the efforts, understood the logic, program, work, put efforts, so they became the best programmers. So irrespective of their background, they may be maybe computer science background, programming background, or no programming background as well. So the first message what I give whenever I start any batch in the corporate trainings and all, I ask them to forget of their background, because sometimes I see the batches in the corporate companies, so they mix the different people, even the non-IT background people as well. Okay. Any questions? Now we are going to get into SAP system. We'll show you quickly how to create, where you create a program and all, so that you get the feeling of SAP. Then I'll go and get you through quickly the course contents point of view, duration and all the things. Okay. How do you connect SAP is, so it is a separate software to be installed. Okay. One way. The other way is we'll connect the remote desktop, and this I will give the access as part of the course. We'll connect the remote, like same you do in the real-time projects as well. Go to here. You are connecting the remote desktop. Now it is connected to remote desktop. This is the remote desktop. You get into SAP. How do you get into SAP? Now, once you install the front-end software, this is front-end software. So you will get this log on option to log into SAP. Okay, you connect here. It asks the username and password. We'll see what is this client and all once we start the class. Username, and this is the password. So now you are into SAP system, SAP software now. This is in the front end now. Okay, quickly I'll tell you the architecture, how it looks the SAP. How it looks SAP is, this is the presentation layer. We call as presentation layer. Now we can call as GUI. Okay. And this is application layer. And this is the DB layer here, database layer. In SAP, DB is database is inbuilt. You don't need like a JDBC or like other programming languages. This is database layer. So all right programs you write here. If it is a GUI, if it is Eclipse, you write Eclipse. We'll see that later. You write a program. Program will execute here. If it is required, anything data should come from the database. The control will go to database, brings back the data from here to here. From here to here. Sorry. And from here to here database to the presentation layer to show the output to the user. And two terminology will come here in the SAP. We will call as one is developer. Think of who is the developer, who is the user. All of you. When you think of who will be developer, who will be the user. Suppose if I go to the KSRTC, I want to try to book the tickets. KSRTC. So I'm a user now or I'm a developer for this website. I want to book a bus from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Hello?
Yes, sir.
We are the user. I am the user or I am the developer?
User, sir.
User. Because the developer is the backend person who has developed this website, Bangalore and Hyderabad. Yeah. Which date? Suppose I want to travel this weekend. Then search the buses. The moment I click on search, what will happen? Data flow. What I can see the output. This is input, right? This is input as a user. I am looking at buses availability from Bangalore to Hyderabad on 16th May. Search buses. If I click on this, what is your expectation as a user?
It's the buses reports from Bangalore to Hyderabad on May 16th.
So it gives all the buses available from Bangalore to Hyderabad on 16th May. Means as a user, you think that way. As a developer, backend code has been written like us, like a programmers. Backend code has been written to bring the data from the database and show here. Right? Now this is the data. This is the data only. As a user, this is the buses information. But if you think as a programmer, this is the data for them, for us, backend. Okay, this is the flow. Flow is, this is the input. You are asking the input from and to, and here in this is the main program. This is input screen. This is the main program. As per your input request, what the system will do is it takes the data. This is SAP database, sorry, KSRTC database. Data will bring from here to here, then display the data in the output. This will be the output. This is what the flow it has been done. If you understood the flow, right, it will be very interesting, the IT. So this is the input here. This is the input. Input is given by the user. You are the user, we are the user. Now programmer has written the code, this screen, this one, inside this he has written select statements, bring the data and display the output. Similar type of these things you are doing for the SAP technology for the industries, for data fetching and all. Now I'll show you how to create a simple ABAP program here. Right now here, already I logged into SAP. Okay, I logged into SAP. This is the first screen, so you don't need to think about anything. What is this one? It's the command prompt where you can navigate from one transaction code to other transaction code. We'll see what is the transaction code. So we'll go to SC38. This is SAP programming ABAP programming editor in the GUI. The creating program Z. Program must be starting with Z or Y in this because those define the programs developed by us. Us means not developed by the SAP company. So the programs which SAP created for standard, those are not starting with Z or Y. Okay. Quickly one program. ZMAH underscore ABAP demo. Putting to May, for example. This is by name of the program. You don't write a file in the file like in our other programming languages, maybe in the Python and all. We don't write in the file notepad. It's not like that. So we write in the SAP where they provide the editor. Click on create. It gives the pop-up heading for this program. Demo. ABAP demo. Okay. So we'll see what is all these things. Executable program. That's all. You don't need to give anything. Save it. It asks the package. We'll discuss what is the package in the once we start the course. Package is like as a folder in your Windows and to store your programs. So the package name here. It lost the transport request. Transport request will transport your programs from one system to other system. What the meaning of that is? Quickly, I'll tell you the landscape. SAP typical landscape. SAP landscape. So we call as development system, quality, and production. This is a typical SAP real-time projects. We call as we call as landscape terminology. Production. Once you do your programs, so programs should move from here to here for testing purpose, and then from here to here you should move to for live day-to-day use of the programs. Okay, so this is called landscape. So to move your programs from here to here, you need a transport request under the package. For that, it is asking that reason. Okay, we'll see this one. I wish your name is coming. Okay. Enter. Okay, now this is the editor where you write your ABAP coding. I'll write one simple program. Wait statement. Write is for output statement. Okay. So within single quotes, whatever you type, this will come as a text in the output. Slash not required. As a new line character, we will use this one, otherwise not required. This colon also not required. Colon is required if you need more than one statement you want to combine. I can remove this one. Check syntax now. Activate. So syntax check activation execution. These are the steps to execute a typical ABAP program. This is your output. This is the output. Now what we have done is this flow we have done. So we have executed a program. Okay. So we written the program here. We executed it here, and we have displayed the output here. So it has not went control here from here to here because we are not written anything related to database. Okay. I'll write you one simple statement just to understand how the database statements looks here. I can write here, select single star from Mara into complete data or carry underscore Mara. We'll see what is this more clearly. What is the meaning of this is select statement. This statement will bring one record from the database and put into work area. Nothing but structure in other programming languages. Check syntax. Activate. Now, if we execute, you don't get that record, don't display because we are not written any write statement. So if you want to write a write statement, you can write the below here. Okay, what is this Mara and all? We'll see in the once we start. This is the standard SAP table. You double click here, it will take you to the table structure. Click on save. This is a table database table information here. This is the structure of the table. If you want to see the data, you can see here contents. Contents means records. Execute. This is the execute button in SAP. You see the data. Now one record has come to the program from here. Back. Now if you want to print that, you can print here. I can write here, write statement. So one record fetched from the database into ABAP. This text will come as it is. So if you want to print the data, what it has been fetched, you can go to here. You can write the fields information, work area underscore Mara. This is structure in other programming language. MATNR means one field name, material number. Okay. And if you want to display other line, work area underscore Mara, material type. You want to display one more line, work area underscore Mara, material group. This is the data will print output. Check syntax. Activate. Execute. Now what we are doing is we are building the whole flow, this complete flow, how in day-to-day SAP programs will be executed. So you are writing the code here, user input, execution will happen here, data is come from here to here and then display in the output here. I can give that input option also. I can give here as the parameters. User will give the input. P underscore MD type Mara hyphen. So material type. So you listen this terminology in the SAP, all the materials, plant, storage location, sales, purchase order, all this will see part of the training. Check syntax, activate. Now we are building like this option, this one. Input to main program, get the information, display output. This flow we are doing here. Now I'll go here. I'll put a breakpoint here. I can apply a where condition here, where material type equal to P underscore MTRT. You'll see, you don't need to worry about this one. What is this code and all? Take syntax, activate, click on edit, some error here. Right, I should give here at that symbol. We see what is at that symbol. No syntax, activate, put a breakpoint here. Breakpoint means to make the program to execute in the runtime here now. I mean to see the runtime. So I'll give the material type as the input value here. Click on execute. Like how we have given, right, from Bangalore to Hyderabad, that type of information I'm giving as a user. I'm a user now. I'll execute. Now the program what has been done by developer is executing here. Control is here now. Now this flow, what it will do is, it goes the control from here to here and bring the data. This flow. From here, go to database, check in the table for a given input, bring the data and display the output here. Single step. Data is brought. You are printing that now. Okay, now this step you are doing. This step you are doing. Output you are displaying here. Data has come one record. You can check it in runtime. Double click here. You can see here. Double click here. This is the one record here. This is the field names. This is the data. From where it has come? From the database. Then you are printing this record in the output. This is the flow. Any questions? Is this how it looks, the SAP ABAP coding? If you write in the GUI, you can write also in the Eclipse. Okay. If you want, I can show that as well. Quickly, I write only one program. Okay. I go to here. We'll see as part of the training when we go for the Eclipse as a mandatory. You cannot do in the GUI. For the new topics, why this error is happening? I wish.
How to choose another new work.
Hmm?
Create another workspace. Choose. Click on choose.
It'll create right now. Do we need to browse or not required, right?
No need, so let's try to launch.
No.
Sir, create a new folder and put that one. Sir.
Thanks, Ravish. This is how if you write a code in the Eclipse. So we'll open the ABAP perspective here. This all will be teach in the spot of the training. how you configure the system. Okay. We can write a program here. A web program. Okay. Test program. Welcome. A web test program. I'm searching the existing package. Package means like folder. We'll see all this. Transport request and all data. No, it is not accepting.
Right away with a dollar TMP only. Local.
Yes. Very good. Thank you. So how if you write in the Eclipse, right here, under this we're writing the program here now. So right click, new, ABAP program, click on next. So ZMAH, welcome one, ABAP program, click on next, finish. Now this is ABAP editor, but not the GUI editor, it is Eclipse editor. Now for all the ABAP cloud and all the new things here, right? Here you can see here. So here we write the code. So we can write here same program, for example. I can write here, write, okay, welcome to SAP Eclipse development environment. Okay, put a dot here because every line should end with this dot in ABAP. See, now it is more or less same only, but this editor is different. Check syntax, activate. You can run this program now here using the ABAP application here. So go to here, run as ABAP application. You can see the data. This is your output here. Okay. So this is just to make you feel about how the SAP looks, how the ABAP program looks, so that is better. Okay. Any questions here? So these are the course contents quickly. So we'll see all these things, what is in detail as part of the training. All base ABAP, all these things. First topic is all basic programming statements, database statements, database related activities. We call it dictionary. So in the part 2, we'll see the OOPS programming language, skin programming, model pool programming, skin programming, and then reporting. Okay. Part 3 is the like we call as a file handling. You might come across the file handling, other programming languages. So we'll see the smart forms, Adobe forms, printable documents like billing documents and all, and enhancements. Okay, baddies, transportation management, performance tuning, BAPIS, okay, IDOCs. Part 4 related to advanced ABAP on HANA, all new ABAP syntax, data, okay, modeling. So what for all these things will be going to it here. So we'll be adding the wrap also. I added here, no wrap as well. Vestibular web programming. These are the course contents. Duration will be around 50 hours. Weekly 3 to 4 hours. So approximately within 3 months we will be completed this training. So 3 months server access will be given. So if you need, I will give you the internship certificate as well, along with the training certification. So I have completed this the presentation. So you want ask any questions? Anyone? So recording is going on. If you want to stop the recording, I stop the recording. Wait, I will stop the recording. So otherwise the batch will start. I will start immediately. Okay, other people also are there who has been joined earlier. They are also the final year BTech students. So for the exams they took the break. So they won't join now back. So I'll be starting this new batch from Monday itself.